feeling? Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good morning, good early morning to some, good evening to others. How you all doing today? Um, I'm waiting on the person I'm going live with. So hey Kiana. Money Marv is in the building already. Alrighty, let's do this. Well, I think he's from Queens, New York. And hello, sir. How are you?
Good evening, good evening. Don't mind me. I'm driving home.
It's okay with me. Long as you here, that's all that matters. I'm sorry, I'm running behind schedule. I've been running behind schedule ever since I came home from work. So it has been a long day, but I wanted to get to the questions, to the nitty gritty. How's your evening so far? How's work? I know you are doing your radio podcast and your personality. How did you become that? And well, this all in one word.
um, well, initially, I got started in AM radio back in 1999. I was about 17, so I was on a station called WGBB 1240 AM, and it was like pretty much like a youth radio show about kids on Long Island. That's how that initially got started because I used to volunteer at a youth agency when I was a teenager, and they kind of turned me on to TV and radio. So that's how that began.
Wow. And what is the meaning, your true meaning, your own worth of hip hop? Because we coming to the 50th anniversary, so now you got to tell me what's the meaning, your meaning, and the direction of hip hop.
I mean, for me, hip hop is just a lifestyle. The way I'm rocking my hat, you know what I mean. The way I wear my sneakers, how I tie my sneakers, how I wear my clothes. Hip hop to me is more of a lifestyle thing. I think rap is something that artists creatively do. You know what I mean? Like artists creatively do. I don't see hip hop as like a rap thing. I see hip hop as a lifestyle thing for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lifestyle, how we talk, how our slang is, how our wordplay is. That's hip hop to me.
That
New York, we
part.
like, New York word is born. That's our lingo. That from being a New Yorker. So,
Yes.
like our slang is hip hop. Just everything about how we dress as black people to me is hip hop. Because black people, we are hip hop. This is something that we created, and we ain't getting paid for like we supposed to.
And I know you was fussing like a couple of weeks ago about the hip hop artists. Tell me what happened with that situation.
Um, Initially, well, I grew up in Central Islip, Long Island, New York. And me and Keith Murray was supposed to do an interview, but apparently, Keith Murray had other plans not to do the interview. But he not the only one. It wasn't just, he was kind of the bulk of it, but, I'm not going to name too many other names, but I just have to say to people like, if you don't want to do something, then don't do it.
That
Then if
part.
the platform not big enough for you, don't fuck with it. We ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's business at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? If
Exactly.
you request something and I deliver, now it's your turn to deliver. And I was just addressing like everybody and putting everybody, a lot of these rappers on notice. Listen, don't be playing games with nobody out here. Like, yo, just say no. I'm always going to respect the honest no over a fake yes any day.
Wow. And I had seen it on your profile, and I didn't. I did see it on your profile that you was also a writer for certain people, for certain hip hop artists as well. How long you been writing?
Yeah. I actually started writing in I would say like 97, but initially I was a DJ actually, and a DJ and a manager.
Yes, you were, because you also DJ, and a lot of people don't know you also did something with Roxanne Shante.
No, actually, I didn't. Actually, I didn't do anything with Roxy Asante. That wasn't me. That's somebody else.
Oh,
But she
okay.
actually was in Long Island at an event with some people that you know what I mean that I do know. She was doing like a hip hop.
Would, would you like to do anything with her, like as far as with the music wise?
Um, I would like to actually do a radio show with her.
That sounds
I, th-
awesome.
I think I would like to do a radio show with her. I would like to do a
Cool.
lot of things with a lot of people if the business.
Oh,
Don't
wow.
mind me, I'm looking at the road.
I,
If the
you
business is
good,
right,
you
you
good.
know, let's do it.
I know that's right. And
But go ahead.
are you going to be attending to the 50th anniversary of the hip hop reunion this year?
I'll see if I can make it. It depends on the day and time, you know what I mean? Because I work two jobs, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm still a regular working man, regular Joe Schmo, like everybody else.
Hey, it's nothing wrong with that. And so are you planning on doing anything special with the shows that they're having out there in New York, or anything in particular that you're doing?
Oh, I'm just working on some independent documentaries and, you know, some independent stuff. You know, me and George Mason got a couple of projects we're gonna be working on, but independent stuff. And you know, I don't really go to too much of them hip hop events like that. I'm kind of like, you know,
Laid back.
I'm yeah, I'm a low key private kind of guy. You know, like what you see is what you get, and I don't really be attending too much of that because I don't really got time for politics. You know what I'm saying? I got time for business.
That part. Now, what is so different about today's music than it is with the hip hop era?
I think today's music is more or less like about what's the word I'm looking for? The proper word. All I hear is people talking about sex. That's all I hear. These young people talking about sex and doing drugs and telling on themselves to the cops.
So they snitching on
That's
their
it.
own.
Yeah, basically, that's what how I feel about it. You know, look, there's a difference between rappers and criminals.
Hmm.
Criminals ain't broadcasting that they breaking in the houses. Criminals
Right,
ain't telling people they really dealing drugs.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
wow, wow.
Entertainment is different, but you know what I'm saying? Criminals, real criminals. I mean, you know, I was a criminal at one point in time. I definitely wasn't telling the cops, "Hey, come get me. I'm over here on 145th Street, you know, with nickel bags of weed to sell." But hey, you know, catch me if you can. Nah. I think it's more. I think that today's music is just, you know, actually made it that way because that's what they want. They want to promote divisive, demonic behavior for
Yes.
today's music. A lot of demonic behavior. You know, they promoting a lot of negativity in today's music. But back in our time, we had a little bit of everything.
Yes. And for those who just start coming in, I'm doing an interview with Money Marv Media Group. So if you all would like to go ahead and share this live, or go on my YouTube page, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you all follow Bonnie Chambers as well with Money Marv. But Money Marv, let me get back to hello everybody who just came in. Pancho is in the building. Hey, Pancho, what's going on? And if you all have any questions, please put your questions in the question box, and I will check them. My question to you is this here: when we hear about all the legends coming together, and then you hear about the new era, a generation is not coming together. What is your intake about that?
I think it's both sides. I think our legends should be coming together with this new generation and bridging that gap. And it's on both sides of the coin. You know, the newer generation there's no unification, and even with our older generation, like there's some unification, but not much.
Right.
And I think us as Black people and Latino people, we need to bridge that gap.
Yes. Yes.
And bring that unity with old and new, and stop. You know, and older people. I know older people been here a long time on this earth, and you know, but they stubborn, and the young people are stubborn too because people don't understand. And I think that's what have you know some of these old timers come together. Well, let me not say old timers. Just as you said, our legends come together with our new legends because these newer artists they're going to be some of our kids' CEOs when it comes to, the music industry in another 30, 40 years.
Yes.
When our time is up, you know what I'm saying? Like some of those newer artists, they're gonna be in position to run these record companies, and we're gonna have kids and grandkids that's gonna want to be trying to get jobs from these people. So we have to bridge that gap now.
Right. And my other question, while we on that part 2 question, will you think that these younger generation now who are rap artists, do you think they can come together with the old? Yes, because I would love to hear Silver Fox, and this is my theory. I hope Silver Fox is listening. If you all can tag Silver Fox in this, I would like to hear Lil Durk and Silver Fox together.
I think that would be cool, and I think our legends could mentor some of these younger guys as well. Be a mentor to them and show them how it all begun. Because if we don't, if they don't do it now, it's never gonna get done. And us as individuals in this business, we gotta play. We gotta do our part and play our role.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing as guys who on the street corners. You get old, you got new dealers coming on the blocks.
Yes.
Your time is up.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know when their time is up sometimes. And not even to say, you're too old to make music, but sometimes, let these younger guys, give these younger guys a shot. Give them some insight and some game. That's what I think is needed. We just need more mentors from our legends, and they need to get their head up out their butts and, come together with these young cats, as you said. Lil Durk, Silver Fox, various different artists could do something. The music just got to be right. If the music is right, it can happen.
And that's how I feel about it too, because like I said, I would love for the pioneers connected with the new generation of today. And we are talking about the new generation S, Y, and Z, because all the rest of them, all the other alphabets are gone, because now, S, Y, and Z generation is more intent with the rap music than it did ever been before, and some of them, even like my daughter, she listened to Rakim and Tupac and many others, DMS, rest in peace to DMS. Have you met DMS yet? I mean, when he was living, did you have a chance to opportunity